At this point, we've been working with Nessus as our vulnerability scanner, and I want to move over to looking at a different vulnerability scanner, and this one's called Nexpose. So we're going to go get Nexpose at this point, and we're going to go to the Rapid7 website. Now, it's a vulnerability scanner, and one of the advantages to having a couple of vulnerability scanners is you may pick up some different things because the plugins may be different, they may work in a slightly different way. And so we've got this vulnerability scanner called Nexpose, and one of the other advantages to using Nexpose is it actually integrates with Metasploit because it's the same company that's actually responsible for both of them. So acquiring Nexpose is a pretty simple process. We just go to the Rapid7 website, and then we go take a look at Nexpose. Now, there are a couple of different versions of Nexpose. One of them is the enterprise license, and that's one that you pay money for, you get full functionality, you get a number of IP addresses that you can work with in a given situation. The downside to the community version, although it's free, is that you can only scan up to 32 IPs, and that can be limiting to a degree because if you've got a pretty large network, you have to work in chunks and then delete the information out of the database, which means you have to store it somewhere so that you can make use of it if you're looking at a large number of hosts. So we've got a couple of different operating system possibilities here. We've got, of course, Windows, and then there are the Linux versions. So there's a Linux that's geared towards Ubuntu, and they support 8.04 and 10.04, both in 32 and 64-bit. There's also a virtual appliance, which you could download and run as a virtual machine if you wanted to go down that route. In this case, though, we're just going to download the 64-bit Windows, and it's going to go download that, and then we'll get around to doing the installation. And as part of the installation, we're actually going to have to request a license key. And similar to Nessus, this is a situation where you get one license key, it works on one system, and you can't reuse it. So you have to provide your email address every time you need a license key. So if you are the type of person like me, sometimes I run in virtual machines and I delete and reinstall and delete and reinstall. You have to keep requesting new licenses. So we're going to download this, and then subsequently we'll take a look at installing and getting it up and running and configured.